Okay. You're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Hi there, I am here with this year's most recent Emerging Artist Showcase winner of Boots and Hearts Music Festival, Leah Holtham, and super excited to interview her today. Leah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling so good. It's still so surreal, and I'm so excited.
Awesome. All right, jumping right in, here's question one. How have the people around you played a role in getting you to where you are today?
Truly, I would be nowhere without the people in my life, especially over this last weekend and the craziness, the emotional roller coaster of this whole production. If it weren't for the support of my family, the encouragement, having people to be excited with, this would mean nothing without having people to celebrate it with. And all the way along throughout the last number of years of pursuing this career, it's difficult, it's challenging, you feel knocked down a lot of the time until you have a moment like this that makes it all feel worth it. But a lot of the days are just grinding along, shot after shot after shot, and just putting yourself out there, and without people in your life to remind you that it's what you're meant to be doing, and that what you're doing is worth other people hearing, it would be so easy to give up on it. And so without the community, I would not have persevered to be here and be able to be on this ride and see where it goes next. So it's everything.
I love it. All right, well, we might have touched a little on that on my next question and that, but I've seen you put in work for years and know that it's not always easy. How do you stay motivated outside of the people around you that are encouraging you to keep going?
I think it's all about just coming back to what inspires you in the first place. Anytime I feel like I'm drifting off course, obviously having other people support me is so massive, but using that encouragement from other people to sit and remind myself how long I've loved music, how much it fuels my soul and just feels so right in my gut. But I find, honestly, the thing that keeps me going in those grind moments are actually even more the strangers that I meet along the way, or the small little milestones. This one now with Boots and Hearts is obviously the biggest one that's ever happened to me, and we'll see where it goes. But there's all these small milestones along the way that have kept me encouraged, and a stranger coming up and sharing their story of what one of my songs means to them. And I could be having a horrible month and have one conversation that just reinvigorates me for a number of months after that. So it's really cool to get the, fan response, and the strangers who have no investment in you also seeing something. That's what keeps me really going in the hardest of the hardest moments.
I love that. That's such an amazing answer. All right, and with our third and final question, with all the pressure to succeed and different opinions and expectations around you, especially being on such a big stage, how have you stayed true to yourself and who you are as an artist?
I think this is one of the hardest things to do, and I'm sure we've all seen it with artists that we've loved over time, and people who have lost their way and then fall off the face of the earth for a while and come back around as a whole new person because they've had to go and do that searching to remind themselves who they are. And I take that as such a lesson. I'm still so early on in my career, so it's been so important to me to maintain that authenticity. But how do I do that? It's just a constant battle. It's so easy to see what's trendy, what's popular, what's working for other people, what other people suggest that you do, because everyone has a feeling, everyone has opinion. The more public you get, the more opinions there are. And so it's just stopping yourself at every single point of the process and bringing yourself to but what feels right in my gut? What is the thing that I do best? What is going to help me stand out from the crowd? That's the only way. And the thing that I've realized too is if you're not enjoying it, then you're not staying true to yourself. And I've fallen into that a couple of times, especially in the last year, where I've just found myself not liking what I do, even though I know that this is the thing that I love the most in this world. And I've just strayed from what makes this authentic to myself. And the moment you're authentic in the thing that you're creating, everyone else latches onto it. I've seen it time and time again. The moment people are just I don't care how this song does, I'm just gonna like make it in a day and put it out there. Those are the things that do better than the thing you spent like a whole year working on. So I think that's really encouraging to me, but I do have to stop myself every point of the way, especially over this last weekend. There were a lot of decisions I had to make about like what songs I was going to do. I only had a 10-minute set and then a one song to play on the main stage to see if I won. And like, it would have been very easy to go and play like the big upbeat, like hype country song on the main stage at Boots and Hearts. But I was like, what do I do best? And it's drawing people in emotionally. And so I played one of my ballads, and it was a bit of a risk, but I was like, this is me, and this is what making music is all about for me, is drawing on the emotions of people. And so we went up there and did it, and now here we are, we won. So it's definitely a cool lesson for me to even like learn from myself this past weekend, which is like, stick to what feels right in your gut. It's okay if everyone else thinks it's crazy or doesn't align with it, because even if I lost, I could at least still stick behind my decision because it was so me. But yeah, it's a battle every single time.
Yeah, it's a battle every single time. All right, well, that was 5 minutes with maybe 6 with Leah Holtham. Thank you so much for today. And now I'm going to relate this to sales.